Now, if you read into this, you'll understand that whites and Jews are responsible, and so are Masons. And here are two former Masons who are laughing, you know, kind of like the same thing that makes you laugh, makes you cry, at how society has turned to prescription pills, which comes from Masonry, which are killing people, and they're making record profits to feed Masonry. And, you know, they're laughing about it. But they won't use the term Masonry did it, or they won't use the term whites and Jews. But if you really think about it and you read into it and you couple it with my 10,000 plus valid sources, you realize that that's how it is.
What the hell is going on? Drugs are frickin' everywhere, right? And the whole idea behind taking drugs initially in the first place throughout history was to expand your mind. But unfortunately, people now are using them to escape from it.
Well, I mean, everybody is on drugs. You're absolutely right. All the people that used to tell me not to do drugs are on drugs now. But drugs weren't the thing you're talking about. Mind expansion. Those were the entheogens, the medicine. You know, there was a difference. Drugs are pharmaceutical products that we've been convinced and coerced to need. My children, we constantly have to, you know, re-educate our children constantly about how you don't need to take a pill to solve it's not going to solve every problem.
Yeah.
You know, to take a pill or a pharmaceutical product, because they are convinced by our culture that is a requirement. If you have an ailment of any kind, better living through pharmaceutical products, better living through chemistry, you know.
Which have been linked to weight gain and suicide and just straight up death. Like this guy looks at the packet of his pills.
Oh,
he has one of the side effects.
Go back.
Death.
Better living through chemistry, you know.
Which have been linked to weight gain and.
Oh, he did say. Never mind. I take it back. He did say it is connected. It's glued to white gain. Okay, this guy's very honest. He's a white person telling you that this is about white gain, upholding white social norms, rich white people and their cultural imperialism profiting in many ways from this.
Suicide and just straight up death. Like this guy looks at the packet of his pills and he goes, "What are the side effects?" Death. Well, hold on a bit. Like, I'll take this pill because I'm feeling a little bit down, and you're saying it could kill me, and that would be the first sign I'd see that something might go wrong?
If that's the pill that I'm taking so I don't feel suicidal, right? Now they got pills to take to make the other pill work. See, you got to take this pill to make that other pill you take work. If you don't take this pill, that one's not going to work. Sorry, it's a package deal.
Yeah, you have to swallow the fly and the spider and the chicken.
Meanwhile, in Colorado, right? In Colorado,
he talks about medical marijuana and gains. Now, I want you to show you something even more sick. Okay, what happens when we type in psychiatry? A good, you know, a good predictor to, you know, how society sees things without doing a study, you know, without doing major polls of thousands of people as to how society, what is socially normative about viewing society. I mean, psychiatry is to type it in on YouTube and see what gets the most views. And remember, YouTube is controlled by people who benefit from white gain and psychiatry and so on and big pharmaceuticals. So what comes up first? Let's see. So we have two ads. We have psychiatry third-year rotation. The problem here is it only has 8,000 views. This right here is what should be first, the most shocking psychiatry documentary ever. Okay, it has almost 2.7 million views. The next one after that, psychiatry, the marketing of madness. Are we all insane? 95,000 views. Now we get the fourth one. This only has 21,000 views. A day in the life of a psychiatrist, only 60,000 views. Psychiatry is a fraud. 34,000 views. Another Inside Britain's highest security psychiatry documentary. Patrons here that have blah blah blah, 1.8 million views. So when you look at all this, what does it tell us? It tells us that the most commonly viewed documentary, the most common view of psychiatry is a negative one. It is the irony of them drugging people based on what is socially normative, when it is socially normative to look at them like the lowly dogs they are and to see that they're scum. Now, what is this going to show? Because some of you say, well, that, you know, you haven't showed us what this documentary. Okay, let's look at what this document. Let's take a little clip, and I'll end it there, because this is a clip that I'm going to put in another video.
A new psychological study from the National Institute of Mental Health.
Just this morning, along with a long-time psychiatrist. The circle of depression is growing wider, broader.
15% of women suffer from this disorder.
Affecting over 20 million Americans. Changes that have occurred in the abnormalities in the neurotransmitters.
You've got a problem, and they've got a drug. 6 million American kids take prescribed medication.
But what if the criminal is mentally ill? The punishment, a form of aversion therapy. Standing appears on the show that I want to hear.
Seasonal background disorder.
Oppositional defiance disorder.
Schools criticized for overseas.
Everywhere you look, there it is. Think psychiatry has nothing to do with you? Think again. The whole field of psychiatry has gotten into every facet of your life.
They basically believe that everyone is mentally ill.
There you have it, okay? So, the majority of people have a very negative view of psychiatry. So then why are they covertly drugging me? And who could do it, how, and why? Well, it becomes quite apparent, really, that the people who are drugging me work for the 1%, if you will, the private interests, big pharma, in a roundabout fashion. And how do they have the manpower and the bucks to do so? Because big pharma is connected to Freemasonry. And if you look at Freemasonry, and I'll put this in the side, the highest degrees, the honorary degrees that not any Mason can get, the highest degrees is to be a 33rd and 1/3 degree Mason, the highest known degrees, and to have a part of the royal blood Masonry, or the blood Mason. Okay? Damn it. Okay, fine. I'll look that up real quick. No. I'm going to have to find that later, because it took me a little while to find it before. I don't remember where I found it. So, anyway, it's something about the blood Mason degree, okay? So it goes back to the royal families. Okay? So at the top of the pyramid are the bankers and the royal families, and how they've intermarried, and how they have vested interests in all these big corporations, these megalomaniac trash. Now, the video I showed you earlier with the Masons and James Wright and them, it was rather fortuitous that I came across it, and he said the same thing I said in one of my videos, I think a couple weeks ago or last week or something, about how these drugs were used to elevate the mind. And now a bunch of lowly dogs are abusing drugs. And he talks about white gain. Well, if you read into it, if you think about it, if you infer correctly, you see that it is the white people who are responsible for this. The whites and the Jews. These are the people who have been in control of the world. And for them to turn around and deny responsibility for the things that directly link them to the ills in society, the major ills in society, it's absolutely atrocious. You repulsive, hideous sickos. You megalomaniacal dogs. Take responsibility. Admit that you're wrong. Admit that you fucking harass political dissidents on behalf of a bunch of control freak fucking scum. Have some honor. Oh, that's right, you have none. All you have is selfishness, materialism, egocentrical fucking insanity, and greed. You're evil. You're Luciferian dogs, and you're trying to force it on society so you become some kind of satanic gods. In hell, the devil seems to be the god of hell. So when you have a bunch of people who have the characteristics of Lucifer, it doesn't take a genius that they would prefer if society, was similar to hell. And for people not to get, oh, it's conspiracy, it's paranoia, oh, you think these people worship the devil, you're fucking morons. Just look up Luciferianism. It's taught in at most colleges in psychology courses and philosophy courses. Watch, Luciferianism. First of all, the first step is to admit that it exists. Considered by many to be a religion and by some to be a philosophy or a way of life, Luciferianism as a whole has no specific dogma which its followers adhere. But then you have Lucifer as the deity. You know what? I'm not going to have time to put this in another video. I'm just going to have to upload as it is. I may as well just finish this video off. Okay. So, you have theistic. I've gone over this many times, and I'm going to beat this fucking dead horse the fuck up. Okay. Greater Church of Lucifer. You have Luciferians in Houston, Texas. Okay, some Lucifers, theistic Luciferianism. Some Luciferians believe in Lucifer as an actual deity, not to be worshipped as the Judeo-Christian God, but to be revered and followed as a teacher and a friend, or a rescuer or guiding spirit. Okay? The left-hand path, ceremonial magic, the occult, and so on. This is fucking fact. These things exist. Okay? And what do you think is the religion of a bunch of greedy scum? You know? I mean, for you not to get that. Well, just because they're greedy doesn't mean they're Luciferians. You're fucking idiots. You are fucking dumbasses. You are fucking morons. Just going to type in satanic symbolism, royal family. I have no idea what's going to come up. But it's so known that I have confidence that it's going to come up. And you see a bunch of satanic fucking pictures. The royal family, okay? But that doesn't necessarily in itself prove anything. Satanism is now allowed in the Royal Navy and the British Armed Forces. I wonder why that is. We could do the Catholic Church. How the upside down cross of Peter has been associated with Satanism. You know, but it's not going to prove anything. Okay? There is a lot of information out there, and I'm running out of time, so I can't find it. But make a long story short, it's a well-known fact. Oh, now if we go to Mason admits Lucifer is God. I came across this years ago, maybe 5 years ago. See if I can still find it. Ah, yes, this guy. 460,000 views, I might add. With almost twice as many thumbs up as thumbs down. And guess who gave the thumbs down? Oh, that's right, a bunch of Masonic dogs.
Lucifer, what is your problem?
Just that, sir.
Okay.
I'm a Christian, sir.
I'm pure and virtuous and wholesome and innocent. How can you say anything bad about me?
Sir, you need to be born again.
I am born again.
Now, did you just say that you are Lucifer?
I am Lucifer.
Okay, define Lucifer for me.
Pure, virtuous, wholesome, innocent individual that's out to help people.
Lucifer is?
Yeah.
Say that again. Lucifer is a pure, holy,
virtuous.
Now, is he the Lucifer that God created?
That's the same one.
Oh, man.
That's the same one. Now, he didn't say he was. He said he is. So he's not trying to argue that Lucifer was good and then he became Satan. He's saying Satan should be called Lucifer because of the things he just said.
And this is great. I'm going to put this on the internet.
Oh, amen. God bless you, amen. Brother.
Because that's exactly what the Shriners and Masons teach, is that Lucifer is light.
No.
And
what
you're
about those hospitals?
You know what, sir? Jesus said, many will say to me on that day, Lord, Lord, we did not do these good deeds in your name? And you'll say, away from me, you workers of iniquity. I never knew you.
Jesus said it?
In Matthew chapter 5.
Mercy.
No.
That's hard to believe.
So you're a Christian and you don't know that? Actually,
no, I really am.
You are.
Because I'm pure and virtuous.
You're pure and virtuous, okay. Yeah. In other words, you're perfect without Jesus, right?
No.
Okay, tell me about Jesus. Who is Jesus?
Well, he's my leader.
Is he the Son of God?
Yes, he is.
Is he the only worshipful master?
Yes.
Have you ever been called worshipful master?
No, because I've just been too busy. I've been working. Been working to help people.
What kind of work? Okay.
Get out of here.
Okay, to make a long story short, There are worshipful masters in Masonry. You can Google it. I have 20 seconds, or less than 20 seconds to wrap this up. To make a long fucking story short, I've proven my point time and time again, but no, they're not going to stop covertly drugging me, even though they know the majority of people see things the same way as I do, not them, and that they are lowly dogs who should be fucking shot for what they're doing.